So, very good morning to each one of you, and most welcome to this very exciting session that we are going to have. And this session is titled as Why, What, Where, How of MBA. And it is given by one of our very fascinating, very interesting professor, Dr. Sarin Raju. And Dr. Sarin Raju is a very close friend of mine, and currently he is serving at Warangal Institute of Technology in Warangal, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, not Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. And he is known for his great capacity to research. He worked not long ago until with us at St. Joseph's Institute of Management. And for that, he finished his doctoral studies in National Institute of Technology, Suratkal in Mangalore, Karnataka. And he has published widely on number of articles in Scopus Index, and especially he is dealing with the supply chain management. And he's very fascinated about the game theory. Game theory is one of the ways of understanding about supply chain management. And he has done a lot of studies on that and published quite widely. And we are very happy to have him here with us. And he is going to teach us and tell us something about how and where we can get into the best management schools. In our recent survey on the career mapping that we did for the final years, not for you guys, second years BP or BCom, but for the final year BP and BCom, we found that the majority of the students are would like to go for MBA. And often people have set in their mind that PG set, they have write the PG set exam. There are many other exams which are much more interesting and fascinating, which bring you better dividend after your studies and getting good jobs than just PG set. So Dr. Sarin is here with us, and we are very happy to have him here with us. And we welcome him. And here our student from St. Joseph's College, eagerly waiting to listen to you, Dr. Sarin. Well, over to you.
Thank you, Father. Thank you for that introduction. I'm so happy to talk to you with all of you. Actually, Father Alvin was my boss, my friend, my colleague. Yeah, and he nailed all those roles. He nailed. That is why we are still in touch. He was my boss. Usually, once we leave that organization, we won't be talking with the boss, right? Still, I'm talking with him because like he was very nice. In that role, also he was nice, and he was very close friend of mine. So so he told me like many of you are interested in doing MBA. So, but little more idea you want, where you want to do, or how you want to get into those process. You want more idea. So we plan the session in this way. You can see my screen, right? If any time my connection lost, please Father call me via phone and tell me that connection is lost, so that again I can make alternate arrangements. So this session we plan like why MBA, why you need to do MBA. You're already BA graduates. Why you need to do MBA? Then what is MBA? Where you need to do MBA, and how you can get into those institutions. That's how we plan the session. So this is brief intro about me. No need to explain again about me because already Father explained about myself. So I'm not spending much time here. I'm very lazy, so I have taken one screenshot from the institute website. So you can go there, you can read about me. It is already there. So this is just a screenshot from the institute website. So let me show you where I come from. What is my institute? So let me show you that. So I come from NIT Warangal. Actually, NITs or National Institute of Technologies. There are total 31 NITs in India. It comes under these institutions are institutions of national importance under the Ministry of Education. So NIT Warangal is the first NIT. It was started in 1959 by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who led the foundation. After that, let me hide it, okay, so that I can see the screen better. Yeah, fine. Now it is somewhat fine. Yeah. In 2002, the name previously the name was Regional Engineering College. The name was changed to National Institute of Technology, and it was offered the deemed university status in 2002. So yeah, this is our campus. Comparing with Andhra Pradesh, Telangana is little more dry, but our campus is very green. Most of the NITs, if you take NIT Trichy, it's very big campus, 800 acres campus. NIT Rourkela is 600-acre campus. Like this, most of the NITs, they are having more than 250 acres of campus. So it will be lush green because we don't have much departments here, right? So these are the departments. I'll give you a quick glance about the departments also. We are having biotechnology here, chemical engineering here, chemistry here, civil engineering here, computational and data science. We are having that computer science and engineering. We are having, and we are having education. Many of you don't know that we are having education. We are having B.Ed courses also. So if you want to get into B.Ed, you can try NITs. NIT Trichy is having, NIT Warangal is having. So we are having electrical engineering, electronics and communication engineering. All those are engineering. That is why I'm not spending much time. Now humanities and social sciences. We are having MA English course also. So if you want to get into MA English, you can try humanities and social science. We are open for the admission right now. Then I am from management studies. I'll go to that. Then we are having mathematics department where we are having BSc, B.Ed courses also, mechanical engineering, metallurgy, and physics. So I am basically from Department of Management Studies. Previously it was known as School of Management. Recently we changed the name to Department of Management Studies in line with the other departments. Okay, so first I'll start with why MBA. Why you need to do MBA? That's my first area which I will be talking on. So before that, let me give you a fair warning. These slides are curated by me. So many have shared things in online. I have taken contents from that. So zero copyright from my side because it is not at all completely made by me. You can share the contents. Knowledge grows best when shared freely. And most of the images are from Google. I can't individually thank the creators because I have taken a lot of images. So please don't report me. It is just for academic survival. And of course, there is technology. We need to use that. We can't fight against computer. We can't fight against calculator. Yeah, we can't fight against AI also. So I have taken contents from ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot. I will be using all the AI tools. So I will be telling in my class, if you want to do assignment, you can use all these tools. There is a technology, you need to use that. Okay, so I have also used. And the final thing, I'm an assistant professor. I won't make mistakes. Okay, so if you are seeing some mistakes, it is just a formatting issue. Kindly consider it as formatting issue, not a mistake from my part. Okay, so I used to tell students, BBA is like watching trailer, MBA is full movie with bonus scenes. Now, why is it so? The same faculty who are teaching you BBA, when they are teaching MBA, they will be teaching in a different perspective. In BBA, you will be giving more importance to CGPS or marks. When it comes to MBA, you will give more importance to skills you want to acquire. Yes, it is factually. BBA, you are concerned more about the CGPS or marks. Now, MBA, how we will be teaching is like BBA, we will be giving more importance to theory. Okay, first we will be teaching you theory, less importance to problems. But in MBA, 90% of the time we will be talking about problems. So how we will be talking? We will be talking through cases. So you might have observed caselets, but pure case, I don't think BBA students might have explored much. So pure case means like we will be having 30 sheets of paper, which will be given to you. I'll give you a simple example. You know that once AI came, Samsung mobile phones are performing like anything. You know that better, how the Samsung cameras are performing. Samsung mobile phone cameras are performing. But when it comes to Samsung semiconductor, Samsung is also into semiconductor business. When it comes to semiconductor business, they are struggling. Now, why they are struggling? We need to know the business perspective. Why? Is it due to some HR reasons? Is it due to operations reason? Is it due to finance related reason? We need to know about that, right? That we will be discussing in the class. Okay, that is how the most of the MBA sessions will be. 90% of the sessions will be based on cases, and less theory we will be discussing. Only after case we will be discussing theory. So the same faculty who is teaching you BBA, when they are teaching MBA, they will be teaching in a different perspective. That is why I was telling MBA is full movie with a lot of bonus scenes and of course higher salaries. When there's higher salary, there will be more stress. So you can ask your faculties if the salary is high, of course stress will be more. There is no job in India where the salary is high and the stress will be less. So MBA, of course, there will be more stress and there will be higher salary. So we'll be getting better job scope. After BBA, we used to tell students used to tell like any job, I want some job for my survival. But with MBA, we will start negotiating. We will be talking more. We will be telling like, yeah, I want managerial job. My CTC should be more than 12 LPI. Per month, I want 1 lakh salary. I want free coffee. I can bargain. Flexible hours, no night shifts. Nothing is going to happen other than CTC. Even free coffee, I worked under Father Alvin. Father Alvin haven't given me free coffee. But you can, of course, you can negotiate for free coffee, flexible hours, no night shifts. That negotiating power will be increasing once you did your MBA. High salary. This is the perk of doing MBA. For example, if you are from top IIMs, your average pay from of those top IIMs will be 30 to 40 lakhs. So if you are from a very small B school, you may get 6 lakh per year. It can go up to 25 lakh. If you are from top institute, you can get up to 40 lakh to 30 lakh to 40 lakh. So the salary will be very high. Now, this is what important. Here I have shown after MBA top IIMs, so top IITs. Likewise, I'll be mentioning. Why? Because where you are doing your MBA, that matters, which I'll be discussing. I'll be spending a lot of time on that, where you need to do MBA or how you need to get into those institutes. Where you're doing MBA, it is very important when it comes to MBA. Yeah. Now, faster promotions. Now, here in NIT, we are mostly we are dealing with BTech students. So to BTech students, I used to tell, you may be very good engineers. Of course, NIT engineers are the best in the country. IITs and NIT engineers, they are the best in the country. I don't have any doubt with that. So I'll be telling, you may be best engineers, but after 4 years or after 5 years, you need to get into managerial post. One way or other way, you need to get the promotion like team lead. That time, how you will be doing? So just assume that A and B are there. If A is not having MBA and B is having MBA and both are struggling for competing for the same post, of course, a person with MBA will be giving preference. So faster promotion. If you are joining some institute with BBA, the promotion will be very slow. But with MBA, it's very easy. Your promotions will be faster than graduation level course. Now, career switch. This is not important for you people, but still I'll tell, if there are science people, from science, if you want to come to management, from engineering, you want to come to management, from arts, you want to come to management, or from BBA to proper management. BBA is also management, jokes apart. Proper management, basically, what I want to try to convey is how to solve problem, that we will be discussing more. That is why I mentioned proper management. BBA is also management. I just want to create some smile, but I can't see anyone smiling. Fine for that. Yeah, network. Now, this is the most important part. This is the most important part. The main perk of doing an MBA is like your network will be very big. Right now, your network, who is sitting around you, they are also clueless guys. But after 5 years, many will be in very good position. When the perk of doing MBA is like these people who surrounds you after 10 years, they will be in very reputed position. For example, I did my MBA in 2017. So right now, my friends are CEOs, they are HR heads. Yeah, so if I want to use them for job referral, for to get one vendor, or freelancer purposes, or just for LinkedIn endorsement, I'm having enough people with me. That means my network is very strong. This is the most important part of doing an MBA. All the people who are sitting with you in your class are having a similar kind of mindset. You understood? So that is very important when you are doing a course. Now, of course, corporate survival skills. So your faculties will be teaching you, like I am also faculty, I'll be teaching. Before exam, you will be using Google, you will be using ChatGPT, you will be learning stuff. There is nothing wrong in that. You need to, if there is a technology, you need to use that. But there are something which Google and ChatGPT cannot teach. That is what corporate survival skill. How you need to survive in a corporate environment. Many will get placed. They will be getting 15 LPA, 20 LPA. They will quit the job after 6 months. They can't survive there. Why is it so? So MBA will give you that special ability. They will teach you how to sit in an 8-hour meetings. We will torture you by making you sit in 10-hour sessions or 12-hour sessions. By that, you will gain that corporate survival skill. You will learn to use the words like synergy, scalable, holistic, paradigm, value add. You know what is the meaning of scalable? If I ask you like what is the meaning of scalable, you won't be telling it properly. But if I ask you like what is economies of scale, you will be telling. That is what scalability. So you will start using these words: synergy, scalable, holistic, paradigm, value add. These words are very important, and you will learn the art of using those words. Now, what is MBA? So let me check the time. Yeah, 15 minutes. Here I take 15 minutes. If I'm taking more than 15 minutes, please stop me, Father, so that I can spend more time on where to do MBA. Now, what is MBA? MBA is all about different specialization. Yeah, it is a course. Some places this MBA is known as PGDM. Okay, PGDM. Some IIMs also will be calling MBA as PGDM. This you need to take in your mind. So it can be a postgraduate diploma in management, or it can be master in business administration. Both are same. Some IIMs or some institution, they don't have the permission to grant degree, so they will be giving PGDM. Now this PGDM, my pen is not working. This PGDM is equivalent to MBA. Most of the places, if they are having AIU, Association of Indian Universities permission, that is equivalent to MBA. Okay, so some places will be PGDM, some places will be MBA, more or less same, but try to make sure that this PGDM is equivalent to MBA. If they are having AIU's permission, most of the institutions, they don't have that. Okay, make sure that your institution is having that, because when you want to apply for government jobs, they will be asking for that equivalency. If you are applying with PGDM, they will be asking for the equivalency. So make sure that that PGDM is equivalent to MBA. Okay, now IIMs, you don't need to worry. No one will be questioning IIMs. Okay, so what is MBA? MBA is all about different specializations. First specialization is financial management. You know, the person who is managing the money. Okay, so if in an organization, if marketing team is asking money, the manager will be very happy to give. For example, if I am going and I'm telling, like, for branding, I need 50 lakh rupees. Manager will be ready to give money to marketing people. Okay, but for other people, it is not like that. So these people, financial management people, they'll be questioning you. You took 50 lakh from me. You brought 200 customers or 20 customers, and they made a sales of 50,000. Why you spend this much money? There need to be someone to question that, right? These people will be doing that. So financial management, the main role is to manage the money. You know that better than me. Now, marketing management. So many of you think that marketing management is also all about sales. No. Marketing management is not always about sales. It is about marketing analytics. It is about what to advise operations team, what to make. Marketing people need to tell that. Or it is about marketing analytics. It is about brand management. It is about advertisement. It is about a lot of things. But marketing management is mainly about sales. You need to understand the fact. Now, I used to tell my students, marketing management, sales people, they are like Slytherin. I don't know how many of your generation know Slytherin. Slytherin is a house in Hogwarts. It's a Harry Potter stuff. Slytherin people, in the book, it is mentioned like Slytherin people know if they want to get into Slytherin. Okay, likewise, sales people know clearly if they want to get into sales. That is what my point is. I'll tell the case of one of my students. His name is Munib Mustafa. Okay, during placements, he got placed into Burger Paints, and he was placed in a remote town in Kerala. Okay, that remote town, the market was with Asian Paints. He got placed into Burger Paints. Okay. In 1 year, he wiped out Asian Paint from that town, and he made enough market for Burger Paints. And he told me, like, I was getting crazy from doing that. By kicking out Asian Paints and bringing Burger Paints, I was getting kicked. So this is the attitude. This should be the attitude if you want to get into sales. Else it will be pressure. But the benefit of sales is, like, you will be able to make hell lot of money. You will be able to make a lot of money in sales, because per every sales you are making, you will be getting incentives. So you want to make money, you can convince anyone to buy. Then you need to get into sales. Sales is the place where you need to get into. First preference I will be giving for marketing. I'm not a marketing person, but still I'll be telling, if you can sell, you need to get into marketing. You need to get into sales. Operations and supply chain management. I can speak about operations and supply chain management all day, because I am from this specialization. Okay, so I'll quickly explain what is operations, what is supply chain management. If you get into a bank, that bank floor, managing that is service operations management. If you get into factory, managing that factory floor, that is operations management. Operations management is actually all about managing the area, the place where the actual input to output conversion is happening. Supply chain management, it is very holistic concept. It starts from what? Sourcing, getting the raw materials, to after sales service. So it's very big. Even marketing management will be coming under supply chain management. Operations will be coming under supply chain management. So let me check whether my pen is working. Yeah, it's not working properly. Maybe battery low. So operations management is a subset of supply chain management. So, yeah, we seriously hate the word out of stocks. So you know you may not be knowing how the pizza is reaching in 30 minutes, or like if you are in Bangalore, the grocery will be reaching in 5 minutes. How it is happening? We are the people who are working behind this. Now, business analytics. This is my second specialization. I teach here business analytics also. So many used to tell like business analytics is the future. No, 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 no. It is the present. It is the present. We are having hell lot of data. We need to know how to use this data for the business. So business analytics people will be doing that. Okay. So what my suggestion is like, if you want to get even to HR, most of the organization they will give you dual specialization. You can specialize in two area. So even if you want to get into HR or into financial management, make sure that one specialization is business analytics. You may not be that much comfortable with the tools like R, Python, or statistics. You may not be comfortable. Power BI, Tableau, you may not be comfortable, but make sure you know what is what. So what I am recommending is like you take one specialization, you keep one specialization as business analytics. Okay, one as per your main preference, like financial management or operations management or whatever it is. Human resource management, yeah, they are a combination of corporate counselors, teachers, police, event managers. If you ask Father Alvin, or if you ask your HOD, or if you ask the director or the principal, they will be telling managing people is the biggest headache. It is not easy. So there will be conflicts like he took my chair. She looked at me angrily. Can I take leave on Friday? Of course, there will be a lot of issues like can I take leave on Friday and Monday? So 2 days, total 4 days, I can go back to my hometown and come back. So these kind of things, someone need to manage, right? So HR people, they will be managing. So if you are having interpersonal skills, you know how to deal people, then you can get into this. This need a lot of skill set. So you will be learning how to write 2 page just to tell one no. So strategic management. This is the specialization which will be giving you a lot of money. Sales will be giving you money, but strategic management will be giving you a lot of money. Because these consulting firms, they just love you people. This is the area where with experience your salary will be getting an exponential hike. It will not be a linear hike, it will be exponential. The salary hike will be exponential. So your organization will be having mission vision statement, right? Who is behind all those things? A strategic manager will be behind this. So if you are good in ideas, if you are good in making stuffs which work for long term, then strategy management is your area. This is having a lot of scope, a lot of IMs placements. Mostly 50 to 60% of the good placements will be in strategic management. So this is one area where you can concentrate. Okay. Next is entrepreneurship. Not everyone want to work. They want to be boss. They want to start companies. They want to run startups. So we will be teaching that also in MBA. Entrepreneurship already maybe in BBA you might have learned. In MBA there will be a specialization in entrepreneurship where you will be learning everything, how to start companies, how to get funds, everything we will be talking. Okay, it is not everyone's cup of tea. I don't have academic interest, I don't have practical interest in entrepreneurship. But if you ask Father Alvin, he's having interest in entrepreneurship. I know because I worked with him for 1 year, so I know. So not everyone's cup of tea, but yeah, if you want to start business also, you can get into a B school and learn entrepreneurship. So where MBA? Yeah, I'm going as per time. I was just checking the time. Now this is the most important time. Now I'll go a little slow. Where to do MBA? Now this is very important because small state universities, small places, small private places also will be having MBA. There are differences when it comes to MBA. Other than the other courses, MBA where you did MBA, it is very important. So here, please pay a little more attention. Yeah, I am very prejudiced. This is my list. I made this list. I will teach you how to make your own list. Okay. First, I will tell my list. If I want to do MBA, or if my son or my brother or my very close student, they want to do MBA, which will be the list which I will be suggesting. That is the list I am showing. All these tires are made by me only. Okay. So first, keep in your mind, visualize this place. 7 or 6 pictures are there. Visualize this place. This should be your first preference. Okay. Now this comes under a category called Indian Institute of Management. So first preference should be I am ABC. There should not be any doubt. It should be IIM ABC instead of Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta. Then Lucknow, Kozhikode, Indore, Mumbai. If you want to get into operation supply chain management, IIM Mumbai is the best place because previously it was National Institute of Industrial Engineering. Okay, so it is one of the mecca. IIM Mumbai is one of the mecca of operations management. Finance, IIM Bangalore is too good. IIM Ahmedabad, yeah, most of the places they are good. IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Calcutta. So the speciality of old IIMs is best faculty, very good alumni network, placements. Forget about placements, guys. Like these institutes, we don't talk about placements much because placements it will come. We need to talk about other things. Okay. So these are tier one IIMs. This is my list. Okay, my list. So if you couldn't get into tier one IIMs, the second option is tier two institute, which are old IITs. Now here in IIMs, many IIMs will be floating MBA. Other IIMs will be calling it a PGDM. I don't know. I still think that IIM Ahmedabad it is PGDM. So no need to confuse. Some institute will be having PGDM, some institute will be having MBA. But when it comes to IITs have the permission to grant degrees. So all the IITs, it will be MBA. There's no doubt in that. So if you can't get into old IIMs, you need to try for old IITs. IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, Kharagpur, Roorkee. These are old IITs. So the due to their engineering background, the quantitative and tech orientation will be very high. So very good for analytics and operations. And most importantly, the fees will be very low. Because government funding will be very high when it comes to IITs than IIMs. IIMs need to generate their business model. The model is little different. They need to generate more money. But when it comes to IITs and NITs, we'll be getting a little more funding from the government. So the fees will be very less. Okay. When it comes to IITs, now just assume that you couldn't get into tier 2 IIT, tier 2 or like old IITs. Now newer IIMs. So IIMs can be broadly divided into old IIMs, second generation IIMs, third generation IIMs, or baby IIMs or new IIMs. Now, second generation IIMs means IIM Rohtak, IIM Kashipur, IIM Trichy, IIM Udaipur, IIM Ranchi. These category, they are second generation IIMs. Now, baby IIMs, IIM Sambalpur, IIM Jammu, IIM Amritsar, IIM Visakhapatnam, IIM Bodhgaya. Now, your preference should be like second generation IIMs, then new IIMs. That should be the place, the benefit. Compared with the old IIMs, fees will be slightly less, but they are growing and they are having that IIM brand. That brand, guys, brand is very important. Okay, and the placements are also very solid. But the issue with new generation IIMs is like most of the IIMs will not be in proper town. Because if you look, IIM Bangalore is in the heart of the city, right? But IIM Bodhgaya, it will be little outskirts. So that issue will be there. But still, IIM brand, the placement they are giving, the exposure they are giving, it's very different. Now, tier 4 institute. Tier 4 institute, now I'll be talking about newer IITs. Like IITs like IIT Hyderabad, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Jodhpur, and old NITs. NIT Warangal, NIT Trichy, NIT Surat, NIT Calicut. These are old NITs. So next, if you couldn't get into those institutes, you need to try these institutes. I am from NIT Warangal. Still, I am telling you need to start from, you need to visualize higher. Okay, then only you'll be reaching that height. Okay, so if you can't get into those tier 3, you can try these tier 4 institutes. The benefit of these institutes, fees will be very less, very, very, very less. If you talk about NIT Warangal, it will be very less. And if you want to stay in your city, if you want to stay in Mangalore, you can try NIT Surathkal. The correct name is NIT Karnataka Surathkal, National Institute of Technology, Karnataka Surathkal. It is in Mangalore. It is just 21 kilometers from Mangalore. So you can try. Again, these places, it will be very good for operations and business analytics, supply chain, mainly because of the engineering background these institutions are having. These I am calling it as tier 4 institutions. Now, other options, there are triple ITs. Okay, there are triple ITs. There are new NITs. There are new IITs. Just check whether MBA is there. They are also good. So these are other options. If you couldn't get into these, along with that, you can try triple ITs, new NITs like NIT Pondicherry. NIT Pondicherry is not having MBA. NIT Goa, you need to check that. Okay, I haven't done groundwork whether these places are having MBA. So new IITs, new NITs, you need to do the homework there. Okay, so those are the other options. Now, private B schools. Now, this is also very important. There are some private B schools. They will compete with IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta. We need to accept the fact. I am from a government system. I need to promote the government system, but still I'm telling some institutions, they have the ability to compete with the tier 1 institutions, which I'm telling. First one is XLRA. XLRA Jamshedpur. It comes under Jesuit Fathers only. The same management which you are learning. XLRA Jamshedpur, it compete with top 5. They started before independence. My memory is correct. The MBA started before independence. They're top. XIM Bhubaneswar also same management of St. Joseph's only. Your institution, same management, run by Jesuit Fathers. MDI Gurgaon, very top. SP Jain, Mumbai, very top. Now, if you want to stay in Mangalore, that region, southern Karnataka region, Tapni Manipal, very good option, very good peace school. IMT Ghaziabad, if you want to stay in southern part, Great Lakes in Chennai, it's really good. Then Symbiosis also very, very premium. These are elite tier private institutions. Okay. Now, if you want to stay in Bangalore or like in Karnataka, the list I'll be giving you is first should be Tapni Manipal. Then it is up to you. You can play around. Christ University is fine. St. Joseph Institute of Management, it also comes under the XLRA, XIM, same brand, Jesuit Fathers Institute. Father Alvin and I work together at St. Joseph Institute of Management. Then CMS Business School, it comes under Jain University. Then XIM is SIM. It's also good. SIBM is Symbiosis. I told you about Symbiosis. Symbiosis Pune is very premium. Now they are having a branch at Bangalore also. Now Alliance University. These are some of the private universities which is in and around Bangalore, and they are really good. But elite tier institution, they will be competing with all those institutions which I was telling. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, I was telling, right? They will be competing with those elite tier institutions. But the issue is let me check the time. Yeah, we are having enough time. So the issue with these institutions will be, fees will be of course very high, because I'm not complaining, fees will be high. Why the fees is high? Because we will be downloading case from Harvard Business Repository, or we'll be downloading cases from Emerald Case Repository. For each student, $25 they'll be charging. If you want to download one simulation per student, 25, I think. For simulation, $25, I believe. And for case, it is $8. Just do the conversion. Huge money case repositories are charging. Second thing, research papers. If you want to be industry ready, we need to generate knowledge. So people will be thinking, why I need to do research? I need to do research, then only I'll be knowing what is happening in the industry, right? Okay, to get those access to journals, institutions need to pay. So government institutions, government will be paying. Private institutions, they need to generate. So they will be charging you more money. Okay, so if the salary is high, these institutions, the placement will be also good, because they are giving that much exposure to you people. So this I'll be keeping it separate. Okay, I prefer to talk more about the government institutions and government systems, but these are also elite. Now, NARF rank. Now, how you need to fix the institutions? These were my institutions, my preference. Okay, if I want to do MBA, or if my son want to do MBA, I'll be going with those lists. But you need to make your own list. You need to make your own groundwork. For that, the higher education, Ministry of Education have made NARF ranking. Every year, NARF ranking will be out. You need to check NARF ranking before going to any institutions. Okay, so how to get into? I'll quickly show the website. If it is not visible, please tell. I have given share whole page, but still, if you are having any issue, this thing is coming. Oops. I'll type here, then it will be easy. Yeah, I'll type it here. Just search NARF. First link you'll be getting into NRF website. Here you can go, you can see ranking. In ranking, check the 2025 latest ranking. You need to go. You go down, you will be able to see. So you are graduate. Someone will be telling I want to study pharmacy, or I want to study agriculture. Which institute I need to go? You need to recommend using NRF. Never recommend blindly. You just need to go to NRF site. You need to recommend. Okay, someone people will be coming to you because you are graduates. You may be from small village. People will be coming to you and asking where I need to study architecture or where I need to study agriculture. So never recommend blindly. You need to go to NRF site. There, I'm just showing management. Go to management. You'll be seeing the latest ranking. Okay, here you can see the rank. Here you can see the names. Go by these names only. Okay, so if you search here Karnataka, you'll be able to see the institutions from Karnataka which is there in the NRF. So likewise, you need to do. Okay, so along with the tire which I showed you, that is my experience told me those tire. You can go with this list. So that is up to you only. Okay, so similarly, if you want to do research, then again research institutions are there. Go here, you'll be seeing research institutions, which all are the best institutions. IAC, IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay. You need to go by this order. Similarly, agriculture or state public university. You can just check whether your university is there. I believe it is Hassan. I'll search Karnataka. Karnataka, which all universities? Alagappa University is there. Mysore University, Bangalore University, University of Agriculture, VTU, University of Agriculture University. These universities are there in the NRF. So you can go by this ranking. Okay. So when you are recommending also, you go by this. That is my personal recommendation. Hope you understood about the NRF ranking. If you are having any doubt, I'll take that later. Okay, because I want to talk about that. I'll take that later. Let me go back to my slide again. Yeah. So NRF ranking. Hope you understood about it. It is by Ministry of Education. So it is reliable. Okay, so these are the best institutions. I'll quickly show the management institutions. I am Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Kozhikode. Then I told Calcutta. Recently in the recent ranks, IIT Delhi, Lucknow, and Mumbai came first. It came above Calcutta, but trust my list. I am ABC. You give more importance because these are based on numbers. But when it comes to Calcutta, it's very old. We need to acknowledge that also. So here you can see MDI. I told you the private institute. XLRI. I told you. Symbiosis. I told you. So you need to go through this. Then you will be getting an idea. So top 19 I have shown you. IFT. I forgot to mention IFT New Delhi is also very good. IFT. Few IFTs are Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. If you want to get into operations, IFT Delhi, IFT Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh, IFT Kolkata, they're also really good. Okay, so IFT also you can consider. So I'll go to my next slide. If any time if you want, you can take picture. Okay. Okay, now how MBA? Now, this is also very important because many of you may not have idea, but you can always talk with the teachers. Okay, they are all are MBA graduates, so they will be knowing better. There may be faculties who are more experienced than me, so you can talk with them. Okay, they'll be able to give you much bigger exposure. So these are my learning through my experience, my 8 years or 7 years of teaching experience. I don't have that many experience, but still, like, yeah, let be okay. Through my experience, what I learned, that is what I am going to share. First, you need to know about the national level MBA entrance examinations. If you want to try MBA, just make notes. Okay, here. First, the best entrance exam, no doubt in that. The best entrance exam is CAT, Common Admission Test. It is conducted by IIMs. Each year, some IIM will be conducting. It is national level exam, most competitive MBA examination in India. If you want to write one exam, just one exam, you write CAT. But you need to be very competitive because these exams are not easy. And most of the institute in India, they will be considering CAT score. IIMs, IITs, NITs, FMS. You check FMS, okay. Here I have mentioned FMS Delhi. You check about this FMS Delhi. There I haven't mentioned because here I am mentioning. It comes under University of Delhi, Faculty of Management Studies, where the fees will be very less, but the quality, the placements, everything is very high. So FMS Delhi, you do some groundwork. So all the top institutes, they'll be considering CAT score. But don't think that this is very easy. These are conducted by the pioneer institutes or the premium institutions in India. So you need to prepare little here. Not little, you need to put even enough effort when it comes to CAT. So you can simply search in Google CAT. Okay, it will be taking you to the CAT website, whether you'll be seeing the important things. This is from the past CAT. You can prepare for the next CAT. Okay, this I take 1 or 2 months before I sending the slide to Father Alvin, I took the screenshot. So last dates today I'm having. New dates you can check. You can just Google cats, and you'll be taken to the website. Now, second best is SAT. Second best I'm telling mainly because XLRI is conducting SAT. So all those XLRI and other Jesuit institutions like XIM and LIBA Chennai and non-Jesuit institute like SIM also will be considering SAT. This is also very premium because you can get into XLRI. It is very premium institutions. It will be the questions will be based on there will be questions on decision making, verbal ability, quantitative ability, general knowledge. Okay, cat, there will be, I haven't mentioned that, will discuss that. So there will be questions on these topics. Okay, you can simply type SAT and you can get the pattern. Each year they will be changing the patterns. Okay, that is very important. So you need to check the pattern before preparing. Now CMAT. Now you don't want to get into those tier one IIMs. They are very competitive. You don't want to, and you want to get into good government institutions where fees is very less. You can try CMAT. CMAT is conducted by Government of India. It's a Government of India examination conducted by NDA, National Testing Agency. So you can, in a year, 2 or 3 times they will be conducting. Most of the institutions, other than the top IIMs, top IITs, they will be considering CMAT. Okay, NITs, they'll be considering CMAT. No one will be questioning CMAT because it is conducted by government. Most of the private institutions, most of the state government universities, they'll be giving importance to CMAT. The pattern, the last year or the usual pattern will be quantitative technique, logical reasoning, language comprehension, general awareness, innovation, and entrepreneurship. There will be questions from these areas. We will discuss this. Okay, question pattern we'll be discussing. So if you want to write just one exam, I prefer you go for CMAT. If you want to get into tier one institutions and you want to write one exam, you need to go for CAT. Okay. Now you want a little more easy examination and you want to get into private institutions. Now most of the private institutions, they will be considering MAT. MAT is considered, it's conducted by All India Management Association. It is not that difficult examination. It is very comfortable examination. You can easily crack this MAT examination. And most of the private places in Bangalore, they will be considering this examination. Some NITs they will be considering MAT. So Jain, Christ, Sain, Saint Joseph's, all these institutions will be considering MAT also. So MAT also you can consider. The benefit of MAT is like why often maybe like 3 or 4 times they will be conducting MAT examination. So if you miss MAT, again you can write. If your score is less, again you can write. Okay, so you need to check MAT exams also. Next one is you want to get into symbiosis institutions. Symbiosis institutions are very premium, I told you. So they will be conducting their own examination. Similarly, Amrita University, they will be conducting their own examinations. Amrita is also very premium. If you check the NIR of university ranking, Amrita University will be C. So they will be conducting their own examination. So symbiosis examination, symbiosis national aptitude test, SNAP will be calling. So you'll be able to get into SIM Pune. It is very premium, and Bangalore also symbiosis is there. So based on your rank, they will be allotting which SIBM you need to get into. So to get into symbiosis, you need to write this examination. So similarly, NMAT is also there. I was not mentioning everything. NMAT is also there. NMAT is conducted by Nazim Muji Institute in Mumbai. It's also very premium private institute. So NMAT also you can try. So there are different examinations. So summarizing, I'll tell, if you want very easy examination, then you can try MAT, but you will be able to get mostly into private institutions. If you want to get into government, state government institutions and some central universities, you can try CMAT examination. The difficulty will be medium. Okay. The other exams, it will be going medium to high, and CAT it is very high. Okay. So top IIMs, top IITs, top NITs, top private B schools, they'll be considering CAT examination. So XLRI and other top private, SAT, NMAT, Nazim Muji Institute. Like actually, it is very premium in Mumbai. If you want to go to Mumbai and study, then in Bangalore also, Nazim Muji is having a campus. NMAT you need to write. Now SNAP for symbiosis. Similarly, Amrita also you can check. Amrita Coimbatore is very premium. Their entrance exam, I haven't mentioned it here, but you can check that. CMAT, MAT. This is the order which I prefer. But still, I told you, right? If you want to get into state government, you don't want to pay much. You want to study MBA in Mangalore University. I don't know whether Mangalore University is having, but if you want to study there, then you can write CMAT. they will be considered. So post entrance, now you have cracked the entrance examination. Now after entrance examination, what are the stages? First, you will be shortlisted based on the score and the profile. If you are having work experience, that also will be giving importance. Keep that in your mind. IIMs, most of the places, work experience will be having weightage. So if you work for 1 or 2 years again and your score is less, you can again try. So academic record, 10th plus 2 graduation, also they'll be checking your marks. Work experience they'll be considering, and most importantly, diversity factor. Diversity factor. Most of the premium institutions, especially IIMs, the issue with IIMs was earlier, since the examination cutoff was very high, mostly engineers were cracking because they were good with numbers. It is not like you are not good. They were more experienced with numbers. I am an engineer, so 4 years we were studying only numbers, right? So we were good with the numbers. So we were cracking IIMs. So no much art students or not much BCom students were coming into the system. So there kept diversity factor because BCom students are competing mostly with the BCom art students. There you are not competing with the engineering when it comes to most of the IIMs. Okay, and gender. Most of the IIMs, if you take IIM Ahmedabad, that time when I was an MBA student, 99, I heard like counts were like 99% were male. The sex ratio was very pathetic. So right now, to bring all the genders, gender is also there. For example, if you are competing, you are having BTech degree, BTech female will be considered separate. Similarly, BCom female will be considered separate. You got an idea. So shortlisting factors, diversity is also important. Now, second is written ability test. Some institutions they are conducting essay writings. Okay, so to check the logical flow of ideas, awareness of the current issues, you can prepare topics like impact of AI on employment. Some institutions are conducting written ability test. Then group discussions. Group discussion, you can discuss with your faculties. They know. You can discuss with Father Olvin also. Most of the private institutions they'll be conducting GD. These days, IIMs they scrapped GD. They started GD. Now they stopped GD. Things are like that only. Premium institution they will start something, the others will follow. Then they will scrap and they will bring something else. Yeah. So GD. So many top IIMs these days they are not conducting GD. GD means group discussion. You will be made to sit in a circle or a semicircle, and they'll be giving you a topic like impact of AI on employment, and you will be told to talk. Okay, so most of the institutions they're conducting group exercise or case discussion. They'll be giving you a case. I told you about a case from Samsung case, right? Samsung, when AI comes, Samsung was one of the leaders in semiconductor industry. Now Samsung is struggling. Why they're struggling? They'll give you that case. Now you need to solve that business case, and you need to formulate strategy for the company. So many places, group exercise, case discussions also they are conducting. Now, after that, one of the most important, personal interview. Every places personal interview will be conducted. This part also you can talk with Father Odin because last time we together also we have conducted personal interviews. So there will be checking communication skills, career goals, motivation for doing MBA. Now, this question will be there, guys. Why MBA? Why you want to do MBA? You need to have a clear idea. Don't tell that I did BBA, so I want to do MBA. You need to have clear idea why you need to do MBA. So these are very common questions. Tell me about yourself. We'll be starting with such kind of question. What are your strength and weakness? Very cunning question. Don't give weakness like I am like I'm having issues. When you're telling a weakness, you add some solutions also. Okay, discuss a recent business news item. Those are usual personal interview questions. So based on all these factors, entrance exam, personal interview, GED, academic profile, everything, the final composite score and the merit list will be made. It will be varying from these weightage will be varying from institutions to institutions. That is why I am not mentioning it properly. So, for example, St. Joseph, they will give more importance to personal interview. NITs, IITs, IIMs will give more importance to exam score. So it varies, but everywhere experience also important. So if you are having experience, it will give a boost. Okay. Now, how can I prepare? Do I need coaching? So this is very important part. When you'll be having this doubt, do I need coaching? Really, do I need coaching? Or how can I prepare? Okay. So first thing which I want to tell you is like where you want to crack. If you want to crack and get into IIM ABC, and you are not from you are not good in max or quant, I prefer you take some help. If you want to crack those tier one institutions and your quant is your max is not that strong, you can take some help. There is nothing wrong in taking help. Okay, if you don't know something, you need to take help. There is nothing wrong. But for others, guys, don't no need of coaching. This is uh, this is the era of YouTube, right? Hell lot of YouTube channels are there. I'll recommend a few. These are top 4 YouTube channels for cat coaching. You can use this. This is more than enough. Okay, if you want to get in, if you don't want to get into that 99%, you can always use these platforms to learn. Right now, no need actually. But thing is, like, you need to subscribe for some like question paper. Uh, uh, you want to subscribe for some mock test. This mock test is very important because time is very important. So some mock test you need to subscribe, but learning you can do from here. Okay, coaching institutions will be conducting mock test. You can join just for the mock test, or you can prepare from the past CAD questions. Keep the timer, do. But time is very important. Time is the most important factor. Okay, you need to solve in the set time, right? So for that, you need to try a lot of mock tests. So after taking coaching from these free YouTube sites, you can subscribe to some some mock tests from some coaching institutions. Okay, let's see some easy questions, because I don't know whether you are clear about when I'm telling quant, what is quant? I don't know whether you are clear. Okay, so I'll show you some easy questions because I can't solve tough questions right now, and I don't want to create fear in you. So we'll solve some math level questions. Okay, math exam level questions. So first, from quantitative ability, this will be questions from mostly from max point of view. My pen is not working, so you need to adjust with that. I thought it will be working, but battery is low, I believe. So the question, this is the question. Let me check whether time is there. Yeah, 5 more minutes I'm having. So company's monthly revenue increases by 20% in January. So in January, the monthly revenue increased by 20%, then decreased by 10% in February. So in February, after increase, it decreased. Now, if the revenue in December is 50,000, during December, the revenue was 50,000. What is the revenue in February? You know what is revenue. We need to think from the downside. They're, where they are giving number, they're correctly giving data for December. So we'll be starting from that. If the revenue in December is 50,000, so revenue in December is 50,000. Now it got increased by 20% in January. So from that, we need to find the increase. Then January data we are having. Using that January data, we need to find for the February. So you need to use shortcuts. You can't go by the method you study. You are taught by your max faculty in your 7th or 8th standard. Don't go by that method. So January, from 15,000, 20% increase happened, right? Just by multiplying with 1.20, because it will be 120 times, right? So just by multiplying by 1.20, you will be able to get what is the revenue in January. Now from January, hours got reduced by 10%. So just by multiplying by 0.9, we will be getting February. So in one step, you need to do everything. Okay, that through those YouTube sites, YouTube channels, you will be learning how fast you can solve this. Okay, so you need to think like that. This is what quantitative ability mostly will be. The questions will be from from some number. Okay, now logical reasoning. Logical reasoning questions will be like this. There's a line. In that line, 5 people are standing. A, B, C, D, E. Now we will be given some data. B is standing in the immediate left. A is one end of the line. E is not next to C. So who is the middle? That is the question. So step by step, you need to solve. B is standing. Hello, Father Olvin.
Yes, yes.
Am I audible?
Yeah, audible. Fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, okay. So logical reasoning question, here also you need training, okay? Because else we will be thinking. Lord, we will be thinking in the examination hall. You don't have time to think. Whenever the question is coming, you need to understand how the pattern which you need to solve. Okay. So this also you will be able to learn from those YouTube channels. You need to learn from there. Okay. I'm not lying to you. You need to learn. Then only you'll be able to do logical reasoning. Else you need to be that much brilliant. Okay, so solution I have given here, I'm not explaining it, okay, due to the lack of time, because I want to explain everything. So logical reasoning, 35 questions will be there. Most of the examination, 35%, 20% questions will be there. I'm not going for each pattern. You can check CMAT, I believe it is 25%. So data interpretation for CAD examination, data interpretations will be there. They will be giving graphs and you will be told to interpret those data. Okay, cracking this is very important. These kind of questions. So I'll explain this question. This is a bar chart. Okay, in this bar chart shows sales of a company in 4 quarters. 4 quarters are there: Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Okay, and we are having the sales for each quarter. Quarter one, 100 units. Quarter two, 150 units. Quarter three, 200 units. Quarter four, 250 units. We know the sales of each quarters. Now, what is the percentage increase in sales from Q1 to Q4? Okay, so Q1, what is the sales? 100 units. Q4, 250 units. What is the increase? 250 minus 100, 150 is the increase. What is it? They are asking percentage increase. So when they are asking percentage increase, we need to divide it by the base. Base is the starting Q1, 100. So 150 divided by 100 into 100 will be getting. So most of the operations you need to do it in your mind. So you'll be getting 150%. 150 is the increase divided by the base year into 100. This is data interpretation. So you will be given graphs based on that you need to interpret. Next, verbal ability questions will be there. In plain language, we can call questions from English. They'll be asking questions like choose the correct meaning of the word ambiguous. Now, this part will not be easy for everyone. You won't be able to score. They'll be asking words which we haven't heard. What will do? We can't do anything. You understood? So the first three part, if you do enough, you will be able to crack that. Okay. This part onwards, some part of luck is also there. For example, I have heard the word ambiguous. You may not have heard the word ambiguous. It means confusing. So the answer is confusing. Then most of the exams, there will be reading comprehension. There will be given a passage. Based on passage, they will be asking question. You might have done that during your 10th standard English plus 2 also you might have done. Okay, so there will be a passage. So they'll be asking what is the main idea of the passage. So here the small passage. It is technology has transformed the way people work, allowing greater flexibility, but also blurring the boundaries between professional and personal life. What is the main idea of the passage? Passage, they are talking about technology. Technology has transformed the way people work. People are working the way it is changed by the technology, but it affected our professional and personal life. That means it is affecting the work-life balance. So that is what the passage, right? The main idea is technology enabled flexible work, but it affects work-life balance. Simple as that. So these kind of questions, reading comprehension also will be there for the entrance examinations. Now, decision making. Now, some entrance examination, there will be decision making questions. Okay. So they will be giving a case. For example, you are a manager in a company. You are assume that you are a manager in a company where two team members, A and B, they are in constant fight. Just think that Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, they are working in a company and they are always in fight. Now, due to this fight between Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, project deadlines are getting affected. What should you do first? What can I do first? Report both employees to HR? Don't do that first. If you report to HR, then it will be a black mark in their service book. They will be called to HR office. Penalizing issues can come. Don't do that. Ignore the issue and focus on deadline. Never do that. You are a manager. Never do that. Call both employees and understand both their. I can't see properly. Understand their perspectives. Yes, do that. Call both employees. Talk with them. That is the best strategy you'll be doing, right? You might have watched the movie Chuck the India. There were issues between senior players and junior players. What the coach did, they called both, made them talk. Right. So that should be the first. Never report directly to the HR. Replace one of the employees. Yeah, there are people who will be doing that. Never do that. That is not a good, because we replace with a new employee. New employee came. For example, Shubman Gill came, and there is an issue between Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill. What we'll do? We can't do anything. You understood? So the better answer is call both employees and understand each of their perspectives. So this is the decision-making questions. Now, some entrance examination, general awareness questions will be there. You need to read general awareness and business awareness. it will be together. So you need to read newspaper. Only that can help. So questions can be like, who conducted CAT? I already told you CAT is conducted by IAS. What is the full form of ROI? Return on investment. This is the area where BCom and BBA students can score better comparing with the BTech students. So they need to prepare here. You don't need to prepare here because from your course itself you will be able to answer this question. So these are the main type of questions which will be there in the entrance examinations. So yeah, I'm done with my part. I'll quickly take questions. I know, yeah. Father always used to tell Jesuit fathers they are very important. Their time is very important. So I could finish at 12 itself. Please note that down, Father.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll quickly take some questions.
Yes. We'll have a few questions now. Dr. Sarin has spoken very extensively on a number of things, starting with what we call.
Guys, no need to ask questions for the sake of asking questions. You may be afraid of Father Aldwin, but genuinely you will be having questions. You can openly ask, and I'll share my number also. If you can contact me and also ask.
So, any questions? Any questions? Dr. Sarin, I have got one question. These students here are stuck with the PGCA. Always they said that we have to write the PGCET exam. They want to get into this. They have not spoken much about MBA degrees in universities. Like Hassan University provides MBA degree, like Mangalore, St. Aloysius College also has MBA degree. And that the fees are low. And of course, ROI is also low. As you said.
Yes. Factually, Father.
And most of the students here, their goal is to enter into PGCET because, the problem is the MBA colleges start a little later. See, these students will finish their term in the month of, semester in the month of June. The results will be out in the month of August. Certainly, they will not be able to enter into any of these BGDM programs or other things.
Yes,
so, could you shed some light on these colleges which are giving MBA? For example, a number of students are in Alliance University or Jain University and other universities. They're not like very strong in industry connect, right? So that they are much more enlightened in this case.
So, let me summarize the question, Father, because I couldn't hear it properly. Maybe it is due to the issue from my side. You want to know what is the pattern when it comes to Mangalore University, such state government universities, right?
Yes, exactly.
So most of the state government universities, their pattern is they will conduct their own examination. Okay, that examination question will be very similar to that of CAT and MAT. It won't be as difficult as CAT. It won't be as easy as MAT. Hope you understood. So most of these universities, as per my knowledge, they will conduct their own examination. So what you need to do, you need to go through the MAT question paper. It will be more than enough. Just solve the past 5 years, 3 times the MAT they will be conducting. Just solve those question paper. Got it? So just solve those question paper, you will be able to crack those. It won't be that much difficult. But if you prepare for CMAT, you will be able to crack, other than CAT, all the examinations. So what I am recommending you is you go through the question papers of CMAT and MAT, prepare just from those question papers, solve it. You keep 2 or 3 question paper aside. That you can use it later for your mock test. Other question paper, you solve it, use it for learning. Question pattern will be somewhat similar only. There won't be any changes. Okay, so solving those questions, you will be able to easily crack Mangalore University. It won't be that much difficult. But most of the state government colleges, they will be considering CMAT. So just check whether the state university you want to crack, whether it is Hassan University you want to crack, whether they are considering CMAT. Most of the, because since it is a central government examination, they will be considering CMAT also. Okay, you check that also. So hope I answered your question, Father.
Yeah. That's right.
But don't limit your dreams. Don't limit your dreams. You if you want to stay in southern part of Karnataka, fine. You try NIT Surathkal. NIT Karnataka Surathkal, you try. 120 seats are there, or 120 or 90, I think. You try there. It is not that difficult. They are also considering MAT. Few years before they started considering MAT, you just check again whether they are considering it again. To try for NIT Surathkal. It is very premium. It's very good. You will get that exposure. That exposure is very different. And NIT Warangal, where I am teaching, there here fees is very less, very less. Here also you can try. Yeah, I can understand state universities fees will be very low. But I told you, like, if you want to get into teaching, then it is fine. Because where the places where the fees is low, they won't be having access to that many cases. You need to understand the fact. For example, if you study in a state government university, where the fees is 10,000 or 20,000 or 15,000, just think they won't be able to access to those cases or simulations. For that much money need to be pumped in. So I am proud to tell that IITs and NITs we are able to afford mainly because central government is putting a lot of effort and they are giving us money. So where you are doing, because like you did BBA, now if you are going to a state government university, the same thing you'll be studying in a different perspective. You can talk with your faculties, okay? They will guide you better. I can speak what is happening in IIM because I am having exposure. My guide is from IIM Mumbai. His name is Dr. Rofin. So I am having exposure in those parts. That is why I'm telling why it is different. Because I did my MBA from College of Engineering in Trivandrum. It is a state government college because I was thinking just like you people. Because fees was very less, 10,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. So fees was very less. I want to study there, so I studied my PG there. But CET, since it was a premium, it was the first engineering college in Kerala. We were having very good faculties. So from there, I could move to little more premium places. That gave me little better exposure. That is why right now I'm telling you need to aim little high. At least NIT Surathkal, you need to aim okay. And we are very happy if you apply here NIT Warangal. You can always come to me and we can talk.
So we have got another question here now. We have another question. Yeah. Yes, Anand. Sure. Anand from the second year BBA.
Yeah, please.
Excuse me, sir. So, what kind of roles do freshers get after MBA? Right after MBA?
Father, can you tell that again? Like, because for me it is not that clear. Maybe because of the echo of the room, or maybe because of the
No, because of
having here. I could have used the headset, then it could have been clear.
Here it looks. Because it is a mission. Okay, she's here with the answer. Question.
Oh, 1 minute, Father. Yeah.
Come back. Yeah, you can speak.
So, actually, what kind of roles do a fresher get right after MBA? I'm asking.
Right after MBA, again it varies from it is audible, right? Because right now I'm using headset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Again, it varies from institutions to institutions. If you're from IIM, you will be able to get into a deputy manager, assistant manager level post. So if you're trying from a small institute, you will be able to get into, for example, recently we were having placements here. ICC Bank, they took students as assistant managers. Deloitte, they took us financial analyst. So those kind of places. But if you're going to small places, the role you will be getting will be financial executive. So salary will be also less, the role will be also less. But the place is a little more big, the exposure you are getting is more, you can directly get into assistant manager post. And analyst post. If you are good in business analyst, you can get into analyst post. So it varies from place to place. Some places you will be getting into executive post only, but some places you'll be getting into assistant manager post where the salary will be very high. Executive level post, the CTC will be 6 lakh. Assistant manager level, it will be because recently that placement, memory correct. I'm talking about ICC Bank mainly because recently, yesterday, 16 of our students got placed in ICC Bank. The CTC was 12 LP, I believe. So they were taken for as the assistant manager post. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? Do you have any questions? Okay. Another question is this. One of the problems here is we are in Hassan, the tier 3 city. Do you have any idea about those cities where people of the tier 3 cities getting into all these better institutions of management? Dr. Sarin?
People.
Yes.
I am from tier 3 or tier 4 city. I am from a village. You can search about my village. My village is it's a remote village in southern part of Kerala. No, there are a lot of people further. Like I don't know particularly, but like if you observe the faculties here, most of us are from tier 3 not cities, villages. So it should not be an excuse, please. It should not be an excuse. Yeah, the excuse, the issue which you are having is your peer group. If your friends are ambitious, you will be also ambitious. That is, if you go to Mangalore, if you are studying in Mangalore, the benefit is like all the students who are studying there, they are very ambitious. That will be making difference. Then you will be also preparing. You understood? Yeah, that should not be a limit because I am from a village.
So good. Thank you very much. Any questions you have? Okay.
Father, was this the session you were expecting?
Yeah, we are done with the private call. They don't have any more questions.
Okay, Father.
Because even in it's not like Bangalore where you have a lot of questions from the students. Here, they are still in that, Guru Devo Bhava. Should not ask any questions.
That is fine, Father, because I am teaching BTech students here, engineering students. So BTech students are also like, they won't be ready to come and speak. They are very good when it comes to programming, when it comes to maths. But if we are asking questions, they won't speak much. But in Bangalore, maybe in MBA campuses, like MBA students here, if you ask one question, we'll be getting 1,000 perspectives. That you need to make that changes. I was expecting at least BBA students will be talking. Here I'm facing the same issue with the BTech students, so it is fine. I can understand.
Very good. So with this we end our presentation now. Hello. Here are boys. We can manage this. Okay, Dr. Sarin, so thank you very much indeed for this wonderful session.
Thank you, Father. Thank you.
I think this is the first time that we are having this Zoom session, and it went on very well with your presentation of the PPT. Also, we got a new interactive board. We try to upgrade our technology here as well in Hassan. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly, Father. Perfectly.
Okay, we are upgrading just like what we did in SJ and Bangalore, and you gave us a lot of input about why, where, what, and how to prepare for the exams also as well. These are questions are every day we need to ask, and you have to aim high. If you think like a frog in the well, will remain in the well. If you think like an eagle and fly high, certainly we can be achieving much more. So thank you once again for all your effort. But also for thank you a lot for your friendship, because after we left our institution, we are still in contact, and we are able to work together. Surely we will collaborate in some other ways. Once again, thank you very much on behalf of our college, our principal, and all our student body here of second year BPA and second year BCom. Thank you once again, Dr. Sarin. All the best.
Thank you.